Hello students, in this video we are going to see forwarding of IP packets from Unit 3. Generally, forwarding means to place the packet in its routes to its destination. Forwarding requires a host or a router to have a routing table. When a host has a packet to send or when a router has received a packet to be forwarded, it looks at this table to find the route to the final destination. So this is what the introduction about forwarding of IP packets. In this video, we will be seeing forwarding based on destination address, forwarding based on a label, and routers as packet switches. So as we know that forwarding means to deliver a packet to the next hop. That means which can be the final destination or the intermediate connecting device. Although IP protocol was originally designed as a connectionless protocol, today the tendency is to change to its connection oriented protocol also. So there are two cases we see here. First case is when IP is used as a connectionless protocol, then forwarding is based on the destination address of the IP datagram. Whereas when the IP is used as a connection oriented protocol, forwarding is based on the label attached to an IP datagram. The network layer supervises the handling of packets by underlying the physical networks. This handling is called as delivery of packet. The delivery of packet to its final destination is accomplished by using various methods like a direct method and indirect method. Here we will be seeing what are all the basic forwarding methods available. It includes forwarding based on destination address. Under that we will be seeing next hop, network specific method, host specific and default method. And next one is forwarding based on labels. Forwarding based on destination address by next hop method is the technique to reduce the content of a routing table. The routing table holds only the address of the next hop instead of the information about the complete route. Here we can see that the sender A, which is having the destination address of host B, and has the route of R1, R2 and host B. That means a packet which is sent from the sender A will be traveled over R1 and R2. Finally it reaches the destination B. The second method is network specific method. It helps to reduce the routing table and simplify the searching process. The routing table has only one entry that defines the address of the destination network itself. That means the source address will be there. Instead of giving next hop address, that means instead of giving neighboring nodes address, here we will definitely specify the network through which our data has to travel. Next method is the host specific method. Here the destination host address is given in the routing table. It works in the inverse of network specific method. That means when administrator wants to have more control, they can move on to the host specific method. So in this routing table we can see that instead of destination address, we will have the host address and we will have the next hop address. Next method is a default method, where instead of listing all networks in the routing table, the entire internet host can have one entry which is called as a default entry. So here we are seeing forwarding based on a label method. A change of IP to behave like a connection oriented protocol in which the routing table is replaced by a switching table. In this picture we can see a simple example of using a label to access a switching table. Since the labels are used as an index to the table, finding the information in the table is immediate and it is very easy. So here we replace a normal existing routing table to the new concept of switching table. Each and every host and nodes are assigned with the labels, and when calling, these labels are being used. Fine, we have come to the end of this topic. We will see the next topic in the next video. Thank you.